Hello and welcome back to Zach Going Fire. Today on this channel, I'll be talking about a software designed to help you track your portfolio and your dividends to help you with your investing journey. This software is called Snowball. It's a new and popular app that many of us are using, and I decided to try out. And I'm going to go through a quick review. And if you're new to this channel, I'm a truck driver who is planning on retiring next year at 44 after being bankrupt just 10 years ago. Let's go ahead and dive into it. I wanted to go ahead and start with showing you what the price of this software is. I'm at snowballanalytics.com, and to show you the monthly cost of it, it would be free for if you just have one portfolio and 10 holdings or less. You could do this, you could use this software. They have a starter package with $8 a month, one portfolio, unlimited holdings. But if you're like me and you have multiple portfolios you want to see, it's going to cost you $15 a month for 10 portfolios and unlimited holdings. You can also do this annually, which brings down the cost some. It's $150 a year, makes it $12.50 a month for the investor package, or $80 a year, $670 a month for the starter package. And then of course they have the expert package with unlimited portfolios, and I don't think that's something that most of us as individual investors who are trying to fire and retire early would use. So I'm quickly going to mention the features about this software that attracted me to this software. It's that you can look at all of your investments in one place automatically, know your real-time performance, and automate dividend tracking. So all of those are things that I was interested in doing and making my job easier of all of the different portfolios that I manage. And I wanted to test that out and see how that worked. I'm logged into my Snowball account now just to do a quick walkthrough and show you how some of the features look with my real numbers. So I've added in all of my different investment accounts, and you can see the total comes to $930,000, and that's as of the last trading day before the most current. So if it's today is Sunday, so this would be as of Thursday's information. It's always one trading day behind. The total profits here, I thought I would really like to see that. However, I couldn't get the data to import correctly, so this data is incorrect. It only pulled in starting as of April for my investing accounts. So this IRR, internal rate of return number, is also incorrect. Now the passive income number, I like that. I think that is fairly accurate with my current investing. And that's a nice little number to see when you're trying to figure out how much your investments will pay you with your current holdings each year if you're trying to retire early. Now in my account, I'm looking at the future payments that it has. This is another really nice feature that Snowball offers, showing over the next 12 months how much income you're expected to receive in dividends from your investments, and the average monthly amount here. Now I'm just going to kind of go through some of the different features that it has with the tabs up top. Going into the analytics screen, I like the diversification feature here, where it shows all of your holdings and what percent your holdings make up of all of your investments. It's a good way to see if you're over or under allocated to one of the part of your investing portfolio, and you can easily adjust that. There is a way, if you wanted to make target allocations in Snowball, and then it will tell you how to make those adjustments to get to your target allocation. But I use M1 Finance for that with my portfolio, and it's much easier just to rebalance as needed in there. And I can also see how my asset classes are allocated, although it's not entirely accurate here. It's showing different funds as other, stocks, bonds, and cash. I'm not sure exactly how it's classifying these different funds into the different categories here, so I don't really think that's useful because it's not correctly categorizing. Okay, so next I'm going to show you in the dividends feature under analytics and dividends. You can see the allocation coming from the diversification coming from the dividends over the next year. And this is in my bridge account. So you can see in my bridge account, 33.8% of my dividends in that account over the next year will come from that holding, QYLD. So that's a nice way to see that I'm diversified in that account, or if you were wanting to see in your account how you're diversified with your income. But the numbers, I don't trust those numbers. They're not accurate based on what I'm getting from M1 Finance. So this is my bridge account in Snowball, and let me show you what it looks like with M1. So here I am in my M1 account with my bridge money. I'm going to go to holdings and dividend income next 12 months. And it has income expected of $11,759 with an average monthly income of $979.93. Comparing that to what Snowball has, I don't know why this is not showing the correct numbers. I trust M1. I've been using it for years, so these numbers here are more accurate. And you can dig in, of course, to each of your individual holdings and see which is accurate or not. But that would defeat the purpose of using a software designed to give you all the information at your fingertips. Okay, so the next feature I'm going to show you under analytics is over on the growth tab, and looking at the last month, you can see the performance of this portfolio. So it has gained about $1,585 according to Snowball. But when I go into my M1 account and look at the last month, the same account is showing as gained $4,288. So that could be because Snowball is 1 day behind. I'm not sure exactly why it's different. This would be great if I could trust these numbers, but I really do not trust the numbers. I'll show you another screen on M1 where it does a comparison over the last month, and you can see it shows me being up about 3%, the stock market being up 3.5%. So it's about even, versus when you look at Snowball, I'm pretty far behind the market here. One of the features I really thought I would like the most about Snowball is that I could get a weekly report emailed to me with all of my portfolios in one clean view. So what you're looking at here is my weekly report. It shows the S&P 500 being up by about 1%, the Dow Jones, and Bitcoin. And then I could see a comparison with all of my accounts and how they performed. And I was looking over this. This is the most recent week, August 11th through August 16th. And I'm looking at these returns. They all look about right until I get to my Roth account, and it shows a gain of 19%. So I knew right away something was not right, and I decided to dig into it. Let's go ahead and pull up Snowball and see what happened. And you can see over the last 7 days, my performance in my portfolios jumped up quite a bit over the S&P 500, and it shows a big jump here. And then the holdings performance, you can see this outlier here. This is BND showing a 36% gain for the week, and I know that that is incorrect. BND is a bond holding, and it generally doesn't go up by much over the course of a year, not much less a week, 36%. So let's go into my account with M1 so that we can kind of see where that might be coming from. So I have up on the screen here what BND did for the last week. As you can see, they had a gain of 0.04%, a far cry from what Snowball is showing a gain of here of 36%. So I think that what Snowball is doing is, considering when I made a trade, they're considering that a gain rather than just a movement around of my funds. So in conclusion, would I recommend using Snowball? Well, for me, no. I won't continue to use it. I did pay for 1 month of service and I will cancel it. I believe if you manage one portfolio with your investing, then it could be worth it, especially if you can get the data imported correctly and showing the right information. However, if you use a brokerage like M1, it's going to show you all of the information that you need. It might not be showing it to you in the right format that Snowball shows you, but it shows you all of the information you need and makes it easy to manage your dividends and plan your future income. Another thing is that if you really want to see multiple portfolios and the information about them in one space, then Snowball might be good for you to use. But again, for me, I don't mind getting the data from each of my different portfolios and putting them together myself in a spreadsheet. So until next time, guys, let's continue to drive towards financial freedom.